This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Battles versus Watkins. You all have been dating for 5 years, and you were living together until 2 weeks ago, Miss Battles. Why did you move out?
Well, Your Honor, I left because I know Carlos is cheating, for one. First of all, how do you go from loving and caring to nothing at all? There's no romance in this relationship. He don't even touch me no more. We don't even make love anymore. And two, I found condoms in his pocket. We don't even use condoms. On top of that, I found him texting another female on Facebook. And if Carlos is cheating, I just want to be done with it. I just want to leave.
See, let me stop you
Mr.
right
Watkins.
there. Let me stop you right there.
Mr. Watkins, what are you here to prove today?
I'm here to prove that I'm not cheating on her.
Okay, well, you're here to say that you're not cheating, but
No,
why is she finding condoms in your pocket?
I found those condoms from a. I found those condoms at the store, and then when I got to the house, I straight pulled them out.
You found them at the store.
At the
Where
store.
people buy them.
Hey,
Who brings those found condoms? Who does that?
I found those condoms at the store.
Where in the world did you find the condoms at the store?
In front of the gas station.
On the ground?
On the ground.
And you just picked them up?
And then she put it as, oh, you know, you bought these condoms. How did I buy those condoms and I only had enough money to go to the store for how much I had?
Either way it goes, it's trifling.
You don't use condoms.
Right.
So why would you need a box of condoms?
Because I got family members and friends that ask me, do you got a condom? And I'd be like, no. I'm with one woman. What do I need condoms for?
Well, is that a thing? Like, yo, man, you got a condom. Is that a thing?
For family members or friends, be like, oh, I just met this girl.
So he's the condom dispensary.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor.
I love to help out.
You know, he's
a giver.
He's a giver, yeah.
Nothing says good friend or relative like condoms.
All right. Well, Miss Battles,
Protection.
as admirable as that is, you didn't buy that. That's why you moved out.
Just not that. Being in a relationship, y'all got a bond like no other, you know, and you can just tell when that other person is not there. They're somewhere else. Their mind is just somewhere else. You just don't feel it no more.
She's over-exaggerating.
You're under-exaggerating.
I guarantee that I never cheated on you.
So she's making all this up. This is all in her head.
Like making all this up in her head. Like, it just got to be a little hiccup or something, you know, right there in the head.
No, he's making all of it up.
No.
Here's my question. We got the condoms. Is there any other reason that you believe that Mr. Watkins is cheating?
We were asleep around 1 a.m. in the morning. He gets a phone call, and I could clearly hear there's a female on the other end. He tells me it's a family emergency. Mind you, I'm real close to his family. He gets up, he leaves, and Your Honor, I cannot make this up. He comes back in a car I'd never seen before. There's a female passenger, and he reeks of liquor. And when he comes in, I ask him what's going on. He doesn't even look at me, doesn't talk to me. He gets in the bed smelling like liquor and goes to sleep.
What time did he come back?
He came back around 6 a.m.
All right, Mr. Watkins.
And that woman voice that she heard.
What family emergency involves?
Exactly. My family members got into it, and another family member came and
Look at him, he just looked like a
picked me up.
At 1 a.m., you get a call that family members are into it, whatever that is, right?
Because I can talk. I know how to talk to a family member. Then they feel like they can, you know, talk to me.
Mr. Watkins is the man. They can go to it for condoms.
Yeah.
They can go to it for counseling.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, he's the full-service family member.
I'm not finna tell them a lot, you know? They feel like I'm not finna lie to them and tell them. I just tell them, like, calm down, like it's not that serious. How long y'all been together? It's not that serious, you know? Now, the part where I probably was wrong at is not calling her, but I told her I got it. I got it. Like, I'm good, I'm safe. Because every time I leave the house, she'll say, be careful. And I say, always.
Why didn't you tell her what you'd been doing when she asked you? What happened?
And I told her everything was all right. Like,
no, he didn't, Your Honor.
What happened when he came in?
He told me this is what he always say. Whenever I ask him anything, I'm grown. I don't have to tell you anything. I'm a grown man.
And is that what he told you that night?
Always
Mr. Watkins, okay, look. I'm gonna give you some advice.
Right. Screw me.
You cannot get a phone call from a woman at 1 o'clock in the morning, get up, leave, come back at 6 o'clock being dropped off by another woman, come in smelling like alcohol.
Don't forget friend of the
family. Friend of family. Come in smelling like alcohol, and then when you're asked about it, respond by saying, look, I'm a man, I can do what I want to do. That's not gonna fly in any household. I'm just giving you.
It's
I'm giving you some advice. I'm telling you. And because of that, Ms. Battles, that just doesn't sit right with you. You think there's something going on.
At all. I just feel it in my bones. Like, I just know. Like I said, I know he cheating on me. I know he is.
What other things have made you suspicious?
Well, I went through his phone and I seen messages of him texting another female while I was at work.
You got the code.
He had her come pick him up from our house. So now I'm kind of wondering, like, are you sleeping with other females in our bed?
No.
Like, is that what's going on? Do you got them in our house?
Bring somebody else
I
to
just
our
feel so
house.
disrespected.
But then it's just a friend of the family come around. It's a whole big deal.
It's a whole lot of friends of the family, isn't it?
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Watkins.
You meet this one that you did not want to meet at all these family gatherings. Like, you don't really want to meet the friends of the family.
Why is all the friends of the family
Wait.
females
Mr.
too?
Watkins, were you communicating with another woman?
As far as the ride-wise, to get to my family member's house.
So you called up some woman, a friend of the family,
The friend of the family.
to give you a ride to your family member's house.
Yes, because that's how they said. You want to come and get me? We'll save gas on my car. They'll be in the car too.
Do you have evidence of this?
Yes.
Would you please get that, Ron?
Yes, Your Honor.
What we have here is a text message back and forth between Mr. Watkins and another woman. Mr. Watkins, hey, baby, what's up with you? Nothing much, bored. I'm trying to see you before my girl get off work.
Right?
We can make that happen. Okay, why are you trying to see another woman before your girl gets off of work?
That's an old Facebook friend that I wasn't friends with. She was at my family member's house, and they told her, like,
Okay, you...
Guess who's over here? Like, guess who's over
Please
here?
let me.
You got it?
I got this. I'm asking you a direct question. You answering everything but it. So I'm gonna just walk you down, okay? Why are you trying to see your family friend / non-friend while your girl is at work?
Before she gets off work.
Because I ain't seen her in a while.
Did you see her?
Yeah, that's when we went to my
Did you
family member's
sleep
house.
with her?
No, ma'am.
But the message starts off, hey, baby, what's up with you?
And this is somebody you haven't seen in a while.
That's how I talk.
Baby is in all capitals. Hey, baby. I mean, that's in all caps. Ms. Battles, are there any other women that you are concerned about?
Yes, actually, a family member of mine. Whenever we have family functions, I noticed that they would be a little too close to each other, a little too flirtatious. I asked her about it. She was real snooty about it. She said, me and Carlos, we good. So I said, to be more specific, are you sleeping with my man? And her answer was, one time.
You actually submitted to the court a text message between you and this family member, is that correct?
Yes.
And it reads, you send to her, I'm asking you, you supposed to be loyal to me. Me and him, we cool. But did y'all sleep together? One time. So your family member put this in writing to you.
Yes.
And what that
Mr. Watkins.
and what that
wait a
tell
minute.
you? She got jealous family members. I guarantee they want what she got.
And what they got is you.
Me.
Everybody wants
But they're
something
not
from
going
me.
to get it.
He got
Because I'm a
everything.
faithful guy, you feel me?
Well, there's her story, there's your story, and we have another woman here who has something to say. We want to hear it. Ron, would you escort the next witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you please state your name for the court, your full name?
Rosemary Beck.
All right, Miss Beck, how are you familiar with the litigants?
This is my grandson.
Okay. And what do you know about their relationship? What is your understanding?
Well, they've been together a while, you know, staying together and everything. And all of a sudden he's cheating, but I don't believe he's cheating though because I know my grandchildren.
But the testimony has been that he had condoms in his pocket. We have some text messages here that indicate he's like, hey, baby, what's up with you? I'm trying to see you before my girl get off work.
He's leaving in the morning at 1 o'clock after getting a phone call, coming back, at 6 in the morning with no explanation.
And liquor on his breath.
Liquor on his breath. I mean, all that kind of points to him cheating.
A lot of times they get phone calls if I might be calling.
So some of
If I called, I don't feel good, they coming.
So some of the phone calls that Mr. Watkins gets about family members he needs to go see about, it's coming from you.
Yeah. Or, you know, he got 4 brothers, he got a sister, mother, father.
That's basically all I hang around is family.
That's who we hang with all the time.
And you don't believe he's cheating?
No, I don't. I really and truly don't. Because I got 6 grandsons, okay? And they the type, when they with somebody, they with them. You know.
Okay, but my question is, we have a text from her family member. She asked her directly, but did y'all sleep together? Yes. And the family member, her family member, said one time. Is that consistent with what he's familiar with in his family?
She probably just trying to start some stuff between them. See, that's why I don't believe that.
All right, Ms. Beck, thank you so much for your testimony. If you have a seat right there, please.
We have got a 5-year relationship on the line. She thinks you're cheating. You say you're not cheating. All right. To get to the bottom of this, the court would like to call LENA SISCO, who is a former military interrogator, to the courtroom. Ron, would you please escort Ms. SISCO into the courtroom?
Yes, Sean.
Ms. SISCO, would you please state for the court record your credentials?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a former Department of Defense certified military interrogator, and I conducted interrogations on members of Al-Qaeda and Taliban shortly after 9/11. Since that time, I have been training law enforcement personnel, Department of Defense, and agency, as well as private sector, in interrogation methods and enhanced interviewing techniques.
So your interrogation techniques are to actually put people in jail?
Yes, yeah.
And it's also to find people that may be adverse to our country's interest.
Yes.
You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Tell us what you did to investigate this case.
Sure. I had the accused write a witness statement, which I then analyzed for any indicators of deception. I studied his case file, and I put together an interrogation for him, and then I interrogated him to see if indeed he was cheating on his girlfriend of 5 years.
What were your initial findings?
So initially, he was very open, engaging with me. His body language was open. He had consistent answers and details, but there was one problem that I did have. It was a concern that I had when I questioned him about the condoms.
Okay, tell us about that.
Yes, so when I questioned him about the condoms, all of a sudden there was a significant shift in his body language, and it went from very open to very closed. So it made me feel that he was very uncomfortable around that question, and I just felt I had to dig a little deeper to get to the absolute truth.
Your investigation pertained to the entire 5 years since they started dating. So that would obviously include everything we've heard in court today, including the condoms.
Correct. And I did, when I interrogated him, against all the evidence set against him, I wanted to find out if specifically he had any sexual contact or sexual intercourse with any other female other than his girlfriend of 5 years.
You look anxious. That's the only word. It looks like your heart's going.
Even though I love him, even though he's been there for me when my brother died in 2011, I just be having memories of every little silly thing he did. He proposed to me at the Riverwalk with a ring pop. It had everybody thinking that we was getting married. I just be thinking of everything. I'm gonna have to let all that go, and I'm gonna have to start over, because I cannot tolerate him cheating on me. I can't. I come second to nobody when I'm in a relationship.
So the results of Ms. SISCO's investigation will determine whether or not you have this relationship.
Yes.
Ms. SISCO?
Yes.
As a result of your investigation, what did you conclude?
So as a person who's conducted hundreds of interrogations and put people behind bars, I have to say that I believe that Mr. Watkins is being 100% truthful, and he has not had any sexual contact or sexual intercourse with another female outside of your relationship.
I would never do you like that, man. You know I would never do you like that. I would never do you like that. You know I would never do you like that.
Ms. Battles, how are you feeling?
I just want to move on, but at the same time, I just want you to just stop giving me reasons to think that you're cheating. Like, You can't stop doing the stuff that made me fall in love with you. There's no romance there. Every woman needs romance.
I will make sure I do whatever it takes to make everything right, or make it just like the beginning when I first met you.
Ms. Battles and Mr. Watkins, to further investigate this matter, we also did a polygraph. The court would like to discuss those results with you in chambers. Court is adjourned.
Ms. Battles, Mr. Watkins. We also had Mr. Watkins undergo a polygraph examination, and Mr. Watkins was asked if he had sexual intercourse with anyone in the past 5 years since you all have been together, and he answered no. And the results of the polygraph are that he was being truthful. And so we wanted to make sure there was no doubt in your relationship.
You have models in your own life. You talked about your parents and your grandparents, that they're goals, that they've been together all that time.
History, I always wanted a history like that.
And so it starts now. Your history starts today. And you're gonna have to trust each other. And as we always say in our courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a happy, healthy, trust-filled relationship. We're wishing you all the best.
Yes.
Thank you.
I just came to meet you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.